In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the new VRS covers from 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗏. I don't know what VRS this is meant to fit, but it certainly ain't mine. It's ridiculous. It only just covers the bonnet. We need about 4 or 5 of these. Now before we jump into the full video, it's worth noting that you can win this exact bed chair cover. This is the VRS 2. All you got to do is stick around to the end and find out how you can get involved. So when would you need a bed chair cover like these VRS ones? Now I see 2 different scenarios where you'd want one. The first of which is quite obvious coming into the colder months. It's early December now, the wind pushing across here. I'm cold sat here, so you're going to need extra layers of warmth to keep yourself comfortable during the winter months. So some of you may hang up the rods until spring, but for those of you that want to stick it out on the bank but don't want to get cold and uncomfortable, your bed chair may normally be up to the job until sort of low singles, maybe just into the minuses. But if it gets really cold and you still want to be out on the bank and don't want to be cold, that's where a thermal cover comes into its own. Because rather than thinking, my bed chair's not up to it, I'm just not warm enough, stick another layer on top, just like you would at home if it was getting a bit cold, and you chuck another blanket on. That's exactly what this does. So an extra layer of material, extra thermal properties, keeps you a lot warmer. The second scenario I see this being used is in the summer months, so completely opposite to the winter, when you want to strip back your gear and you're taking less on your bed chair. So you can take your sleeping bag completely off, or your sleep system, whatever you've got, so you've just got the bed chair as a platform to sleep on, but you still want something to cover you. This isn't so thick that it's going to keep you too hot in the summer, but it gives you that level of protection if the weather does turn a bit, or a bit of a wind, a bit of a chill on those summer evenings, or just protecting you a bit more from the mozzies and things that are about. That's where this comes in again. So it's much lighter than lugging a whole bed chair around with a full sleep system on, but still keeps you protected in the summer. What materials are used? Well, as I just said in the previous point, this is designed to be used all year round. So it doesn't just have to be versatile to be used in the colder months and the warmer months, it also has to be durable to be able to get used that amount of time all year round, get just as much abuse as all your other items of tackle. So to start with, the outer material is Ventec ripstop material, so it's durable. You get your hook stabbed into that, or different bits which could snag on this, it's not going to rip. So say that you make a little nick in it, not the end of the world. It's not going to tear everywhere because it's designed to be reinforced and stitched nicely so that nothing breaks down over time. It's also 20,000mm hydrostatic head. Now that hydrostatic head is thrown around a lot normally in the bivvy world, because that is in relation to how much water resistance this has. Some bivvies are as low as 5,000 hydrostatic head, which still keeps you dry, so that just lets you know how durable and waterproof this is, because 20,000mm is pretty much what they use on a lot of high-end bivvies, something that is nice and thick, durable, keeps all the water out and helps reduce condensation as well. So if you're sleeping under this in the warmer months, and the weather turns, you get a shower or a bit of a downpour, this is going to keep you just as dry underneath it as a full-blown bivvy. So that's a great bonus point. And also in the winter months, if you are getting a bit of condensation and it touches the side or starts dripping, then again, it's going to keep you dry underneath there as well. And moving on to the inside, you'll see there is micro fleece, so lovely and soft, and between the 2 layers, of course, you've got an inch or 2 of fully insulated thermal layer, so it's nice and warm, nice and comfortable, adds a nice bit of comfort to your bed chair as well when you just sat on here. But yeah, all year round, it's offering you thermals in the winter, and then just a nice amount of coverage in the summer. How does this cover then fit onto a bed chair? To start with, down at the foot end, there's a couple of different things. So you've already got an elasticated draw cord just here. Lift it up, and might show it a bit better on that camera, which keeps it nice and snug around the foot end. There's also a little cutout here, so if your bed chair has the supporting leg down at the foot end, you can pop the leg through there and keep it nice and snug in position there. No issues. If we then pull it off, you can see without attaching it anywhere else, it fits quite snug. Move around here, we've got a drawstring, if I can find it, just a veer. So if you pull on that, again, that snugs up the foot end, making it nice and compact around the foot end, so it's not sagging over the edge. Now, of course, this will fit on any bed chair, doesn't matter whether you've got a 𝗙𝗏𝗏 one or anything else, it will fit on there, of course, it just goes over the top. But some of these designs are designed to fit hand in hand with some of the 𝗙𝗏𝗏 sleep systems and sleeping bags. So you've got some Velcro little pads there, and you've also got D-loops at the top end to secure it to the sleep systems that they correspond to. So like I said, if you've got a 𝗙𝗏𝗏 bed chair, then perfect, this will fit lovely to that. If not the end of the world, it will still fit on your bed chair, no problems. What sizes do the VRS covers come in? Now there's 3 in the range, starting off with the VRS 1. That's designed for your smaller type bed chairs like the R1 camo. Then you've got the VRS 2, that's what I've got with me today, which is obviously for the R2 camo. And I'll just give you a bit more of a size guide. This is my bed chair, so much it's a standard size, what you're most commonly going to come across. And I'm folding in the corners here, which are where it starts to overlap the bed chairs. So they've probably got over a foot worth of spare material going over the side of this bed chair. So once you're in there, lifting it all up slightly, there's still plenty covering the edges, stopping any kind of draft. So it doesn't matter if you're moving around in the night, you're not going to find you're waking up and it's half off you. There's plenty of extra space on there. And then you've got the VRS 3, which is designed for the R3, of course, and your Warrior XL, so much bigger bed chairs. So there's something for all bases, whether you've got a small bed chair or big one, you can get a cover which fits your bed chair. How does it look? Well, in case you hadn't spotted for the rest of the video, it's covered in 𝗙𝗏𝗄𝐺's own camo style, so it looks the part as well. Now, how much do they cost? The one I got with me today is the mid-range one, the VRS 2, which is for pretty much standard size bed chairs. That one comes in at $89.99 RRP. But remember, the VRS 1, which is the smaller version, which is for more compact bed chairs, comes in at $79.99 RRP. And the VRS 3, for the big bed chairs, comes in at £100 RRP. But as I mentioned at the start of the video, you can win this VRS 2 cover. So if you want to do that, all you got to do is make sure you're subscribed to start with, like this video and comment below to be in a chance of winning this exact cover. Of course, head over to the 𝗙𝗏𝗄𝐺 International website for more information on these, or to pick one of these up if you aren't fortunate enough to win it. But for now, that's it from me, and I'll see you again soon.